that fade to black. On the corpses, the bodies are all dressed in high-quality ballistic armor. What's going on here? I don't like it. I need you to book it over here. I don't like this. Oh, that missed. Containment cell controls. I really want to be fighting all that? I don't think so. Maybe I do. Yep, should be interesting. Get anything from there. I don't want to put him... Oh, there's reinforcements. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't want to put him in there because there's just all kinds of bad things happening over here. Go for the lucky shot on the Conjurer. $24 damage? Oh my god, gosh. Okay. Opening up those containment cells would have been a very good idea. This guy is being a real pain in the butt. Can you stop doing that, please? Alright, let's go haste. Someone else can probably deal with that. Coming after me now. Heavy cover. That was a big hit. Sucker. That problem is dealt with. Good job. Good job. Should be able to take over from here. Alright. Oh, and I can't do this anymore. That's disappointing. From the description that your client gave you, this must be your target, the rigger, Thorvald Enstad. You can see him waving and the compound, and pounding on the plastic of his cell door. From where you're standing, the scene is eerily silent. It looks like he's had a rough go of things. One of his eyes has been blackened and his lower lip is split wide open. Not particularly surprising given the temperament of his captors. The only congruous element is his outfit. He's decked out head to toe in patched black riding leathers. A pair of oversized studded combat boots shine in the halogen glare of the cell's lighting panels. From his style of dress, it's obvious that this dwarf is not a corporate employee. He's a Shadowrunner. This isn't some corporate goon boss. Look at him. He's one of us. Iger eyes him narrowly. We have to kill him, Dietrich. It's the job. Client never said that he was one of us, though. Bastard kept that from us. That doesn't change. Yes, Iger, I get it. The job is still the job. Shakes his head solemnly. That doesn't mean that I have to like it. Still, I guess I need to do this stuff in combat from now on, which really sucks because, like, this battle is, there's a lot going on. You know, it probably could have opened the security reinforcement door. The door slides open, and the stench of stale sweat assaults your nostrils. Enstad steps forward, his bloody lip curled into a smile. Soles of his boots squeak on the polished tile floor. Free at last, thank Christ. The smile widens into a sickly grin. Tar-stained teeth shine wetly in the light. Didn't think I warned a rescue. Whoever sent you, thank him for me. Afraid you're wrong about that. I was sent here to tie up loose ends, namely you. His eyes go wide. He raises his trembling hands in surrender. Whoa there, Chief. I don't know what your client told you. He said that your team botched a run. Went loud too early and got a lot of people killed. Us? We botched the run? That's crazy, man. We did everything like we were supposed to. Like always. It was that bastard's bad intel that got us hung out to dry. Sounds familiar. Please, hear me out. I promise I'll make it worth your while if you do. Couldn't hurt to hear what he has to say. Doesn't matter what excuse he feeds us, nothing can change what we have to do. Contract's a contract, Axelrod. His hands clasp in front of him in sign of supplication. You can see terror in his eyes. Doesn't hurt to hear him talk. Go ahead, talk. Alright, okay. So we go in, right? Me and my team, and we're doing just what the client told us to. Well, the bastard forgot to mention that Pharma had a knight-errant security contract for the place. He told us that there would be little, if any, resistance. So imagine our surprise when a KE response team kicked in the door and unloaded on us. Quit trying to shift the blame. Adapting to unanticipated situations is part of a Shadowrunner's job description. Well, for Christ's sake, what were we supposed to do? Thanks to Fuchs' bad intel, we left all the heavy ordnance at home. No collateral damage, he told us. Funny how little KEs seemed to share his concern. Took them all of 2 seconds before they started lobbing grenades at us. You know where I'm coming from, pal. I can see it in your eyes. You've been on jobs that went south before. The only difference between you and me is that you were lucky enough not to get caught. Look, I can see that you're skeptical. I get that. Can't blame you for it either. You don't know me from Adam. But I know one thing you will understand. I'd like to offer you a trade. I've got a little toy hidden away. Managed to stash it before those knight-errant pukes took me. My own design, totally one of a kind. I call it a pain inducer. Grade A fun for the runner who has everything, and I guarantee that you'll never find another. You let me live and it's all yours. I'll put a ribbon on it for you. Then I'll disappear. Never bother any of you again. Scout's honor. Even if we'd consider going off mission, she shoots you a significant glance. Which we wouldn't. He turns back to Instad, staring him down. Did you honestly think that we'd sacrifice our professional integrity and a 15,000 Nuyen payday for a trinket? He nods slowly. 15, huh? I can match that. You let me live and I'll pay your wage, plus the inducer. Heck, you can even tell your client I'm dead and bill him too. Double the earnings. What do you think about that? Why'd you come by the 15 grand? I hit a big payday a while back. Put the extra cash in my rainy day fund. Trust me, pal, I can pay you the money. You help me out and I'll transfer it to you myself. You just need to get back to the room where I stashed my PDA. What does the pain inducer do exactly? Induces pain, he snickers. It's a narrow-band microwave projector. Causes debilitating pain in a target and screws with the electrical systems of drones and the like. Think of it like a taser, only easier to use and meaner and a whole lot more fun. Sorry, dog, it's a contract. No dice, time to die. Instad's lifeless body lies crumpled on the ground. His mouth is frozen open in a silent scream. Good call, Axelrod. Liger nods at you. We all knew what we were here to do. Good on you for stepping up and doing it. Door! Open the door! The fact that we have to exit the building concerns me. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I can't move anymore. The leader of the group is an elf with Asian features. He's obviously a vat job. The bands of corded muscle that bulge out from under his sleeves have a distinctly store-bought look to them. When he speaks, his voice comes out in a gravelly rumble. My, the intrepid Axelrod, with no rigor in sight. I must admit, I'm surprised. Yeah, well, that makes two of us. Who the heck are you? Herr Fuchs sent us to check up on you. Given his recent troubles with Shadowrunners, this should not come as a surprise. The company man smiles and nods slightly. I shall return to him and report your task completed to my satisfaction. Good day. So we would have had to fight that sucker. And all his... You see that how heavily armored that troll was, man? It's a little disappointing that I won't be able to get that item, but you know, I probably can't even use it. Your comlink buzzes. A quick glance at the screen tells you that Amzel's on the line. You pick up, and his voice fills your ear. Axelrod, I trust I'm catching you at a good time. Yeah, I'm on the train back to Cruise Baser. Good, I have news. In your absence, I've made contact with another prospective client, a rather elusive woman of Atslaner descent. Calls herself Frau Muller. She would not discuss the specifics of the job with me, but she did tell me that she was offering for the work 36,000 new yen, an impressive enough sum to justify a consultant. When does she want to meet? In a half an hour. If you're on the train back to the cruise baser now, you should make it there with time to spare. I insisted that if a meeting were to take place, it would have to be at a location of your choosing. Frau Muller has agreed to this. Where should I tell her to meet you? Cafe Chesvy. Altug's gonna find out about this anyway. Might as well have this discussion in comfort. Noted. I will set up the meet. Axelrod, there is one other thing. You should... Comlink cuts to static. A moment later, the lights of the U-Bahn car flicker and wink out. You hear the screeching sound of steel on steel, and the train grinds to a halt. Oh boy. It's like the whole station's lost power. Looks like we're not going to make it back in 30 minutes. To the stash. Box. It's a fuse box. Nothing out of the order. Let's go track. This looks like it's bathroom. There's the fuse in the socket next to the track. The status for track remains red. Okay, swap those. Okay, lights up green. The music's gone, which is suspicious. Did we see a bathroom or anything? So dark in this maintenance area, you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Door is shut. Get your muscle to force the door. Hiker shoulder checks the door, and the crack of splintering plastic fills your ears. The door pops open. Ooh, 20 damage. And that to the stash. I'm glad they let you use your homies to do stuff, because that might have been in the first game, but I don't remember it being in the first game. Oh, something over there. Right. We've got some mercenaries. I want to scrap. Yes, scrap with the wrong scrapper. It did not crit like I was hoping it would. Very nice. It's just better for me to rock with you. Exactly what I was trying to avoid, is any kind of nonsense with all that. Alright, some other people first. Did PDA. Right. You still have haste? You do not. Okay, that's why I couldn't go right there. You're a mage? Time to die. get her a better sniper rifle. Alright. Guess that's that. Can't do anything with the fuse box anymore. Probably raise the bridge. Well then, somebody wants us dead. Can't be Herr Fuchs. Did exactly what that guy wanted. Got 8 karma. Do a quick save. We'll go have the meeting first, just in case. Yeah, just in case. You never know. Assuming that's... I'll check if the meeting's a thing. I remember this person. You're Axelrod, eh? The late Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good, you look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future. First, we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right man for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I will then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You wouldn't need to go out of your way to expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you will be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. Have I piqued your interest? What does this audition pay? I can offer you 1,500 new yen, but only if you complete the full audition, the run, the post-run interview to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you will receive no pay and no further offers of work. Isn't much. It's an audition. The purpose of this trial is for you to prove your worth to us, not the other way around. Of course, you are free to decline if you wish, but know that there are hundreds of runners in Berlin who would kill for the opportunity to work for us. Came to you because we think we see a glimmer of potential. If you prove us wrong, we will happily take our offer elsewhere. Who do you work for? How do you know? How did you know where to find me? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including the small pond that is Berlin. It is in our best interests, however, to remain unknown to the world at large. For the time being, that is all you need to know. Sure, I'm in. Good. He smiles. Very good. Now on to the task at hand. There is a man named Alishire. He is a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom and a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the Flux state and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our suspicions without proof. This is where you come in. You want me to spy on him then? Not directly, no. But we do need to place him under surveillance. You will meet with a team that I've arranged for you. And with their assistance, you will plant listening devices in his apartment. Take the U-Bahn to Frankfurter Tor and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there. Go on runs with strangers is too risky. No. I already have a team. You do, yes, but they are unsuitable for this job. Remember, this is a test of your abilities, not Iger's or Glory's or Dietrich's. Sucker dog. Alright. Very good. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurter Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you have planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, a post-mortem on the run, if you like, and assuming that I'm satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss your future options. Best of luck, Axelrod. We will be watching. I don't trust this guy at all. Let's go get our money from Mr. Red. Aren't you playing this in German? I don't think it has a German language option. Nope. I'm sure I would offend a lot of people if I played this in German and was reading everything that was German with no knowledge of German whatsoever. I wouldn't even know what was going on. I'd have to have chat translate for me. Amsel calls over his shoulder at the sound of your approach. His eyes are glued to his computer's display. Axelrod, Frau Muller should be on her way, but before you go to the meeting site, I have news. He glances at you, and his words trail off. Upon seeing the expression on your face, Amsel's voice becomes grave. It can wait. Tell me what happened. Bad news, my friend. Somebody's hunting us. They set up an ambush on the U-Bahn line. Amsel pauses, then gives a curt nod. Truth be told, I've been expecting that something like this might happen. I'm just glad that you made it out alive. One of the attackers dropped this. Amsel takes the PDA from you and examines it. Yes, I should be able to extract some information from this. Give me a moment. He plugs the PDA into his computer and goes to work. A few moments later, he lets out a grunt of dismay. Well, Axelrod, I was able to recover a file, but unfortunately, that's all that I'll ever be able to pull off this thing. All that anyone will, truth be told. It must have been running some kind of counter-intrusion software. The instant that I gained access, it bricked itself. Amsel disconnects the useless PDA and drops it to the ground. It clatters to a rest on the metal floor. What did you manage to pull off of it? A COM file. The audio is all here, but it looks like we've only got a video from one side of the conversation. Let's see what we have. He opens the file and a nightmarishly familiar face appears on screen. Bachmeyer, the voice bleats out from Amsel's speaker, filling the room. Audran here. What's your status? Bachmeyer's image is garbled, but his voice sounds young and eager. Target acquired, sir. You were right. We spotted him on the U-Bahn, just like you said. Probably on his way to a job. As per your instructions, we're going to take him out on his way back. He'll be more vulnerable that way. Hopefully injured and low on ammo, too. But only time will tell. Good man. Proceed as instructed. Will do. Kosman is rigging up an ambush spot now. We'll try to make it quick. The orc with the nightmare face nods. You send me a comm when the job is done. Audran out. The image on the computer screen dies. Amsel turns to face you. Well, our scarred friend makes an appearance. Axeron, I suspect that Green Winter's predictions are coming true. I believe that Fierschwing is behind this. Under Amsel's patient exterior, you can find the worry that's eating at him. Be on your guard, you and the rest of your team. You made it through this attack relatively unscathed, but next time you might not be so lucky. At least we have a name to put to the face, Audran. Not all we have. As I was saying when you first walked in, I've been productive as well. I was able to uncover some new evidence in your absence, and coincidentally enough, that evidence pertains to our scarred friend. You might recall that I said I'd dig into Audran's skin grafts. Well, I did, and that search has finally borne fruit. One of my contacts outside of Berlin handles the paperwork for private hospitals all across Germany. It's a dull, boring job, but it does have its perks. Amsel pulls open a file on his computer. A medical chart opens up on the screen. As it turns out, our scarred friend's skin grafts were performed at a legitimate hospital after all. What's the takeaway? The charts are light on identifying information. Our friend's name is listed as Max Musterman, the local equivalent of John Doe, but they do cover his injuries in great detail. Audran's injuries were extensive. He had 2 broken ribs and a shattered pelvis, and he had sustained third-degree burns over 60% of his body. Most of all, he was suffering from acute radiation poisoning. His body had absorbed over 5,000 millisieverts of ionizing radiation, a lethal dose without treatment. The information dries up at this point. We know that he was treated and discharged, but what happened afterward remains a mystery. Pauses for a moment, studying your reaction. Your thoughts? Hold nothing back. I'd like to hear everything that comes to mind. Sucker food dog. I'm gonna go handle this dog real quick. Alright. I like this second option. Well, those burns sound like Dragonfire, but if the Firewing burned Audran, why would he be working for her now? I don't think that Audran is working for the Firewing. I believe that he is serving her. On Green Winter's second DVD, he mentions that there is a cult within the Sox that worships the Firewing, the disciples of the Cleaning Fire. I believe that Audran belongs to this cult. What difference would that make? In my experience, a zealot is unlikely to shed his allegiance to his goddess, even if that loyalty comes at great personal cost. So it is possible that Audran is a dragon cultist. This seems to fit with much of the information that we've uncovered. Did any other red flags jump out at you? This just feels obvious, but Audran might have spent some time in the socks. That radiation poisoning didn't happen on its own. Agreed. 5,000 millisieverts is a lot of exposure. Sort of basking in the glow of an unshielded reactor, I don't know how he'd absorb that much ionizing radiation without spending time in the socks. Alright, so Audran was heavily irradiated, most likely from time in the socks. What else does this tell you? Hospital couldn't ID Audran. Either somebody covered his tracks for him, or he was living completely off the grid. Indeed, if Audran were a denizen of the socks, a glowpunk, his lack of identifying information would make sense. Amsel adjusts his glasses. It's a working theory at any rate. So to sum up, Audran has probably spent time in the socks. Possible that he even lived there as a member of Fierschwing's dragon cult, and he is after you. Amsel pauses for a moment before continuing. In my mind, all of this reinforces one fact. We need to find Vauclair, and we need to do it fast. How does that follow? The Firewing's men just made an attempt on your life, Axelrod. It is clear from the message we just saw that Audran sent them out looking for you. Given enough time, he'll do it again, and next time, they might be more successful. We must act before that happens, but before we venture back to the Harfeld Manor, we need to find Vauclair. All the more reason to gather Alice's fee quickly, then. Agreed. There's a buzzing sound from Paul's wrist. He lifts his hand to look at his PDA. As luck would have it, Frau Muller has arrived. Best of luck at the meeting, Axelrod. Remember, this is urgent. We need that money. Come on. Check the old messages in a second. Claim payment. Excellent job, Axelrod. You are a credit to your profession, and I would not hesitate to hire you again. Your fee will be transferred to your account immediately. $4,000 for crew salary that time. Dang, Alice took half. Bring Dante with us. I don't trust this, Herr Muller. Sure, it would be amusing, but probably very tiresome for me. Well, I think it would just be, like... It would be like playing a game that is entirely spoken in Japanese, but without English subtitles, you know? Maybe I would be able to understand what's happening based off of certain, like, very specific things, but for the most part, I'll probably just not understand what's going on. Especially if the storytelling's like this, where, you know, it's not like characters are animated and doing specific things. You know, yeah, it'd be very, very tough. Wait, hold on. I want to do a hard save. Okay, we want to go to the level up spot. can go intelligence. 7 intelligence would give us access to that, which will be the best of the best. So I think that's a good place to start. Oh yeah. +2 armor. Right. Now we go into drones. Ah, it says support right here. I see. I'm gonna buy this steel lynx. We're gonna replace the Doberman. All right, let's sure, I gotta wait here, for a second. Let's save and mark.